Shalom, this is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work with true sincerity. Your right to lessons of 2 Timothy 4 and 5 says, but watch thou in all things, and their affliction, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. So let's get that 2 Timothy 4 and 5 in other translations. So it's just 2 Timothy 4 and 5 in various translations. I'm going to read a few of them. It says, this is the AMP. It says, but as for you, be clear-headed in every situation. Stay calm, cool, and steady. Endure every hardship without flinching. Do the work of an evangelist. Fulfill the duties of your ministry. See? So that's how your conduct is supposed to be in this truth. You know, you're supposed to have a sober mind, a clear head. You know, you're supposed to think circumspectly and in accordance to the law, statutes, commandments, in accordance to knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It says, endure every hardship without flinching. So you're supposed to be a man about the things that happen to you and the things you go through without flinching. Be a man about it, man. You know, when you have a son, you know, you sometimes this done to me and I've done it to my son. You know, you throw little jabs at him, and when he flinches, you teach him not to flinch, because you got to teach him to be courageous. You got to teach him to be unfearful of the world around him. You know, you teach him to stand his ground, so to speak. And that's how we have to be in our dealings in the world, in our dealings with other people. You know, we have to be austere men like Yahweh Shai was. It says, do the work of an evangelist, fulfill the duties of your ministry. So you have responsibility to the Most High to fulfill the duties of your ministry, meaning the videos that you make. You go on the highways and hedges, you know, your daily life, your study, you know, your videos that you do as brothers and sit downs that you do as brothers. These are all the duties of your ministry, man. You know, the giving of tithes, you know, apostles. These are all the duties of your ministry. These are the duties of the things that you are called to do. Let's get a few more translations to AMPC. As for you, be calm and cool and steady. Accept and suffer unflinchingly every hardship. Do the work of evangelists. Fully perform all the duties of your ministry. You see that? That it breaks it down a little bit more clear. The ASV. But be thou sober in all things, suffer hardship, do the work of evangelist, fulfill thy ministry. The CEV. But you must stay calm, be willing to suffer. You must work hard to tell the good news and do your job well. See, so it tells you that you really got to be about this business, man. Just like Yahweh Shai, you know, when he went to go preach, he said, I must be about my Father's business. So you must really be about your business. Get to see us be bad for you. Exercise self-control in everything. Now that's some real alpha, what you call alpha shit, right there. Endure hardship, do the work of evangelist, fulfill your ministry best for you, exercise self-control and everything. So these are different translations of 2 Timothy 4 and 5. Let's read the KJV again. It says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. Let's go to verse 6. For I am now ready to be offered. The time of my departure at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. So when he knew that Paul's time was coming, he had no regrets on his walk. He had no regrets on his effort. And you don't want to have no regrets in your walk and your effort at the end of the day. You know, you don't want to have regrets toward the end of your daily life. You know, every time before you know, when it's already time for you to hit the hay, so to speak, you know, you don't want to go to sleep having regrets. You don't want to go to sleep knowing that you could have done more, knowing that you could have performed more, knowing that you could have, studied more, knowing that you could have made more videos, knowing that you could have been more brotherly, knowing that you could have acted with more self-control in certain situations and things. You know, you want to fulfill your ministry. You want to lead a fulfilling life, man. You want to live a life that's constant, in a constant uh, effort in pleasing the Lord. And that's what we strive to do. That's what's going to make you a man among men, so to speak. By constantly doing those things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So like I got a brief interruption, but we're going to continue on. And part of the fulfilling of your ministry, or making full proof of your ministry, or doing correctly all the duties that are assigned to you in the truth, is exercising the gift that was given unto you. So let's get Ephesians 4 and 7. It says, But to every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Yahushai. Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. So the Most High gave every man a gift, every man a special ability, so to speak, a special area of expertise. And what you gotta find out, you gotta find out what your area of expertise is in the truth, what your calling, what your office is in the truth, and excel in that, man. Because you're excelling in that gift and that special ability that Yahushua gave you is going to help the brotherhood, because different parts of the body perform different functions. So if you have a gift of management, or a gift of leadership, or a gift of serving, or a gift of counsel, or a gift of healing, you got to exercise those gifts among the brotherhood, man. And you got to make full proof of their ministry. You got to make full proof. You got to, fulfill the duties to the best of your ability, whatever duties that are assigned to you in this truth. The different brothers got different duties in this truth. So I'm going to run that back again. It says, wherefore he says, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. Now he that ascended, now that he ascended, what is it but thou, Salakia? That he also descended first from lower parts of the earth. Keep on going. He that descended, the same also descended above, far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. This is the point right here. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and some teachers, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahushua. So fulfilling of your duties, making full proof of your ministry, that is goes along with doing your function correctly in the body, man. So you gotta find out what your abilities are, and you gotta excel in them to the fullest. You gotta be single-minded about those abilities that you have, and use them to effectively do the work. Use them to enhance your camp. Use them to edify brothers in your camp. We have different offices in different areas of understanding, experience, and expertise, different abilities. And you use the abilities that Yahushua gave you, and you use those for the edification and the enhancement and the uplifting and improvement of the brothers in the camp around you. Well, the camp, the brothers that are in your camp, basically, so to speak, and for the edifying of the body in general. You know, some brothers are good, they're good with the history. They edify other brothers with the history. Some brothers are good with edification. Some brothers are good with rebuke. Some brothers are good with teaching and breakdowns. Whatever it is, you got to find out you got to get in where you're feeling, like they say. So we'll run that back again. It says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahushua, till we all come in unity of faith and the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh, unto a perfect man, to the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahushua. You see that, man? So this is all for the glory of Yahushua, man. This is all for the fulfilling of His kingdom. So make full proof of your ministry, man. Make full proof of your abilities and talents. Don't hide that talent in a napkin. If your talent is putting together classes and studies, then do that, man. Do that. Do that with your free time, your spare time, because your spare time is not your spare time. Because when you come into this truth, your time, energy, and effort belong to the Lord, and you got to really think about that. That's why we are called servants. A servant is constantly in service. A servant has very little so-called personal time. You do it for Esau. You go out there 8, 10, 12 hours a fucking day for Esau. How much more should that effort and energy be put towards fulfilling the Lord, man, fulfilling the service of the Lord? Let's get Jeremiah. I think it's 3 and 13. Jeremiah 3 and 13. Is that it? Verse 15. So Locke says, and this once again proves that the man that the Lord set up is for the fulfillment of prophecy, for the edification of the body, for the feeding of the flock, for the work that is to be done here on earth that we call the truth. So Jeremiah 3:15, it says, and I will give you pastors. Let's get that footnote for pastors. shepherds, rulers, according to my heart. He set up those men in the form of the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Those are the pastors according to the mind, according to the intent, according to the purpose of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Starting with Elder Tahar, Elder Gabar, Elder Ramlab, Elder Rakal on down, man. Those are the pastors that were set up as examples for us to go out there and teach, man, because they pretty much laid down the foundation that was given to them by Abba Bivens and such men as like them, for us to come out and do this truth properly and correctly, the way Yahweh Bashem Yashai wants to do it. There was a recent video the other Gabar made where some bug out just talking about camps are wicked. No, camps are in the Bible, man. Camps are set up as an order of example, or a sample of order for the nation of Israel. So you gotta understand that this is all on purpose. This is all towards the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for the fulfilling of his prophecy, for the glorification of his name, and for gathering together of the elect, man. Going that back again, it says, "I will give you passages according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." So that's what we're seeing going on today, man. So you gotta fulfill your role in that part, man. You gotta fulfill your role in the what's the word I'm trying to say? You gotta fulfill your role in the furtherment, the advancement of knowledge and understanding of the Bible to the nation of Israel, to the elect. That's making full proof of your ministry, man. Let's go back to let's go get Isaiah 6:10, and this is a continuous thing, man. This is not a job. It's a calling, but you're called to a lifestyle. This is not something that you do. It is a job, but more importantly, it's a lifestyle, man. More importantly, it's a way of being. It's a way of doing things. The scripture I wanted to find. See if I can find it. This is the lifestyle. This is the way of living that we are called to live. This is the calling. Isaiah 6:2-6. It says, "I set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem." And Jerusalem is talking about the people, the Israelites, the so-called Black, Latinos, Native Americans here in America and abroad. "They shall never hold their peace day or night. Peace day or night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence." So, ye that make mention of the Lord, you that have the name of the Lord, you have the understanding is taught by the apostles of great millstone. You are to keep not silence, man. You are to keep your hand on the plow. You are to continually work. You got to have that work labor mindset. And that work labor mindset. The perfect example of that is the elders and apostles of great millstone. They continually labor. They continuously make videos. They continuously do the work. They keep not silence, man. And that's the example that's given for us, man. We keep not silence. Every time there's a false doctrine that gets brought up, brothers are quick to get on it and rebuke it, because we keep not silence, man. We are like watchmen. And you can say like almost like a watchdog, barking at everything, man. Barking at every movement, every suspicious person that walks by his house. A watchdog, he constantly on alert. A watchdog wakes up from his sleep. A watchdog is always circumspect about his master's household. And we are watchmen in that sense. We have to be circumspect, defenders of our gospel, because this is the house that we were given to protect. And that's what a watchman does. Let's get the word watchman into Strong's. If you want to put it that in that sense, to keep guard, observe. Watch Shamar, yeah, to keep guard, observe, give heed, to have charge of heart, to have charge of. So we were put in charge, man. We were given the responsibility of preaching and teaching His word. Therefore, you have to make full proof of your ministry. In doing so, you got to fulfill your duties correctly, man. Always have that mindset within you to fulfill your duties correctly. With that being said, just a real quick lesson. There's other scriptures that could have been brought out, but I just want to get straight to the point. With that being said, I want to give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let's keep pushing. Shalom.